This is your Goddess Guidance Oracle message for April 2020. Hello, everybody. It's Deanna Durrell, your intuitive relationship coach and spiritual mentor. And every month I pull a card for each week of the month so that you get an intuitive overview of what to expect. If you're new to my channel, I just want to welcome you and please subscribe so that you never miss any videos on how to trust and love yourself. And I encourage you, as we go through each of the cards, to pause the video and get out a sheet of paper and a pen and write down any insights that come. And a great way to do this is to pose the question at the top of your paper that says, what could this mean for me? I encourage everybody to use their own intuition in addition to what I'm sharing. And I'm also going to give you two important dates for April. But let's start with the overview of April. So usually a theme will emerge, and as we came out of what appeared to be, right, like this tumultuous March with, the coronavirus and all of the shifts that we've had to make, maybe you've had to make at work or in your relationships, in your schedule, there's a lot of anxiety in the air, but as we hit April, that energy is going to intensify, but it's going to be for the advancement of your soul. This is what I wrote down: advancement and awakening of the soul, and an opportunity to take charge of your life and to really assess where you want to go next. We're in Aries season. For those of you that are into astrology, Aries is a fire sign. It's all about initiation and action and passion. So activating a new life for yourself, even amidst all of the changes and modifications that you may have had to make in your lifestyle. So, and we have a longer month. So the first card for April is the beautiful goddess Rhiannon, the sorceress. Look at her. She is just like totally chill. The full moon's in the background. She's on her unicorn. And the card itself says, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So as we start the month and as we wrap up March, right, it's a great time to write down your intentions for all areas of your life. So in my relationships, maybe this looks like, I want more connection, I want more communication, or I want to start eating better. It's like we all get a do-over for New Year's resolutions at the beginning of April. So take advantage of that, because what you write down, as long as it's coming from this really soul-centered place, it probably has legs. It probably has energy behind it. Excuse me. And it's kind of funny because I do see the full moon in this card, and that segues very nicely into week 2 of the month, which we have a full moon, if you write down this date, April 7th in Libra. And that is the ultimate sign of love and partnerships and not doing things yourself. So full moons are a time of illumination, and also when things reach their height. So emotions may be like really, really high, but it's also really clear what needs to go. And look at that. Week 2, the High Priestess herself. The High Priestess represents that part of you, that goddess part of you that's like, take no prisoners, no BS. This is the truth. In my reality, you're either going to get on board or you're not. And it says you have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. So maybe you don't do this work like I do professionally, but this is about your relationships. Where do you need to lead by example? Again, April's all about activating and advancing things forward. So even though circumstances may not be ideal, can you be a model? Can you be an example to yourself, if no one else, and the people that you love, of how you want to be in the world, of what's possible? And I'm also drawn to the little world. This looks like a little world at her throat chakra, which is the color of communication, speaking your truth, expressing yourself. So week 2 might see you having some important dialogue with the people that you care about, setting boundaries, all that good stuff. Then we get to week 3. So the energy kind of calms down in week 3. Look at that. Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. This is your quintessential meditation card. So after all that interaction and communicating expression, you might just need a little break. You might need to pull back and light a candle and meditate and do some yoga or Netflix binge, whatever your way of just tuning out the outside world and just going inside. It's going to be encouraged so that you can really sift through the energy and decide for yourself what you want to do. For those of you that are single, this week 3 is an ideal time to update your profile, right? Does it really say who you are? Are your pictures an accurate, reflection of how you want to present yourself? It's about going within and really making sure that the outside matches the inside. And sometimes to do that, we've got to kind of goddess cave it out and pull in. And then we get to week 4. So I want you to write down April 22nd. It is the new moon and it's in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So after all this fire, then we move into Taurus season, which is very grounding. It's about rooting. It's about longevity. So whether you're in partnership or not, as we get to week 4, you might start to think or consider reflecting, right, on what are the things in my life that are, that I'm in for the long haul. You may be contemplating marriage. You may be contemplating, getting new friends that are more aligned with where you want to go and who you want to be. And self-talk, positive self-talk is key. So we got the Miss Mary Magdalene Unconditional Love. Isn't that a beautiful card? It says, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So perfect. So can you practice some self-love, some self-nurturing, and ask yourself those questions like, what am I committed to? And then we have a short but mighty last week in April. And look at that. Vesta, goddess of the home, goddess of the hearth, a little more fire. It says your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Now for some of you, you might literally be thinking about moving, but it can also be a metaphor for where you need to be at home with yourself, be at home with your body, make peace with your body, make peace with your thoughts, and really, put energy into your home, into yourself, so that you feel comfortable and really supported. So let's go through all of those again. Week 1, set your intentions. Week 2, with the full moon in Libra, it's about balance. It's about really speaking your truth, having those important dialogues. And after all that, tuning inward to get your answers, to get clear. Treating yourself compassionately, with love, with respect, and coming home to yourself. All right, I'd love to hear from you. Which message spoke to you the most? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out the website, DianaDurrell.com. The link is in the description of the video for a free gift and more offerings for you.